Hey guys, how's it hanging? So, we're going to be reviewing a new IndyCar mod for rFactor 2. This was made by United Racing Designs, I think? URD? They made this mod for Assetto Corsa a couple of years back, and it was a payware mod. But for rFactor 2, I guess at least for the beta, we're not having to pay for it. So, I'm going to be taking a few little laps around here. Maybe I'm going to do a race. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing yet. But basically, this mod is a 2015 IndyCar body set. So, obviously, go to the roof. This is not the DW12, even though the tire physics and the engine sounds are exactly the same as the DW12, but there are aero differences. Like, this car is a lot more planted, there's a lot more downforce, but we're just on the same tire, which is technically the best way to go for United Racing Designs because it makes the most sense. So yeah, obviously I'm at Daytona Road, which is probably a really weird choice, but this car is great here. I was actually really surprised that it drove the way that it drove when I first got on the track with this, but this track is like perfect for this car. Anyhow, we're giving this car a good little showing here, because I haven't seen anybody make any videos yet about this mod, which is actually really depressing because this is probably like the only IndyCar mod aside from the DW12 that we're gonna get. Whoa. There was supposed to be a kart mod released, but that's dead, I guess. Or at least nobody's bumped the thread in a while. There was 2 kart mods that were supposed to come out, and none of them have come out yet, so that's a huge bummer. I really wish those from the Stock Car Extreme community would come over to rFactor 2 for just a little bit so we could have that mod. But I guess maybe one day. But for now, we're talking about this car. So yeah, this was a payware mod for Assetto Corsa beforehand, but since it's beta, I guess they're just releasing it for now. And I'm going to be talking about some stuff that I like and that I dislike about it. So I guess the first thing that I really like is the fact that the AI are really fucking good. Like, I don't know if mods really affect the AI as much, or the AI are just completely track dependent, because I don't think they are. These AI are difficult at ovals, like on the oval setup, like at Indianapolis and at Auto Club and tracks like that. These AI are no slouches. They're really competitive. You have to try really hard when you're driving around them to go fast. But in some cases, even if I put them down to like 85, they're still way too hard. So like, I don't know. I'm not a shitty driver either, except for right there where I braked way too late and I knew I did, so I completely hit the brakes, and then I also hit the throttle at the same time so I wouldn't spin, but it didn't help. I tried to blip the gas and then I spun myself, but anyway. Right now I have them, I think, at like 96, and I'm 10th. And earlier I was 0.8 of a second faster than them when it was 2% lower, so, you know, that's interesting. But I digress, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, you have a con and a pro for the AI, but here's a con about the tires. These textures for the tires stay the same. There's not a red sidewall, there's not, well, I mean, this is a black sidewall. All the tires look exactly the same. I guess they don't have a texture made for their tires yet, but either way, that's not really a big nitpick. I do like how these tires are, though, because they're a little bit harder than the regular DW12 tire. Like, this actually, like, it feels like a good balance between a hard tire and a tire that bends a lot, which was, the DW12 tire was basically like all bend, no hard, and then they made it a little bit harder, so you can definitely slide around a lot more. But if you know how to harness the car, you can be very, very comfortable. Like, see, that time around, I'm a lot more comfortable because I harnessed the braking power, because this thing has a ton of braking power. But, you know, definitely get that texture fixed. And one thing that you guys are probably noticing that you hate is how the steering wheel... Oh, I hit the rumble strip. But you're probably noticing how the steering wheel is very dark in certain cases. I don't like that either, but I've been driving this for like 2 days now, and I've gotten pretty used to it, so that's why I'm not really as bothered by it anymore. But the wheel texture is very dark. That should probably be adjusted. I do like that this is a different like steering wheel than what the DW12 comes with, so that's nice, but the texture is way too dark. You can't even fucking see it half of the time, and that's a problem. Sometimes you can't even see the LEDs, so that's also a problem. But anyhow, I mean, other than what I've said so far, other than that, I really don't have any nitpicks aside from maybe the fact that it's a little bit too difficult to edit a setup for this. Which, oh my god, why are you stopping so much? That fucked me up super bad. It's hard to edit a setup for ovals. I mean, you're basically the speed that you are. The default setups for certain tracks, I mean, that's it. That's all you're gonna get. You're gonna get no faster. And I know how to edit this. I know how to edit a setup, like, you know, I'm not stupid when it comes to setup building. Been doing it for years in sim racing. I just can't really... Oh god, I drove that corner way too hard. I haven't been able to find anything that works yet. So that should be something that should be looked into. If anything, that's the most important thing on my list of complaints, is that. But, I mean, other than that, dude, I've had a blast driving this mod. You can drive this thing super hard and it can bite you. You can drive it super soft and be extremely slow. So, I mean, you do have to be on that, and I hate using this quote, ragged edge to be really fast. Like, you've got to be trying pretty hard. And I said it to my friend the other day because he's been trying it too. And me and him both had the same feeling. I said to him, you know, hey, I like driving this thing slower because that's more fun. But trying to be on the edge, this car can be kind of a monster. Like, if you just barely touch those, you know, curbs right there, you're gonna spin out. Like, but you need to be on them to be fast. You know, you gotta get all the apexes right. You can't be too fast on the gas because then you're gonna slide like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to be really fast in this car, and it'll eat your breakfast for it. So, but in reality, that's a good thing. Like, this is one of the first mods that I've really felt like, okay, this is completely disconnected from, you know, the regular old business of, you know, rFactor 2, where every car is just, like, amazing and perfect, and, like, I can drive this all day long, I can have a really good time, I can go fast and have a good time. This car is the opposite. You kind of want to fucking bury your head in the sand when you're trying to go fast in it. You know, because it's a bitch and a half, but that's a good thing. Like, I wish more mods would be that way. And their Indy Lights mod is even worse than this one, like, about biting your head off about stuff. You know, I like mods that give me a challenge, and this car definitely does, and I don't know what it is about it that gives me a challenge. I guess it's all the aero pieces, and you just have to be, you know, so precise about everything. I'm not entirely sure yet what it is about it, but I really do enjoy it. I mean, it gives me the vibe that that I have for the iRacing DW12, the way that it handles. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, see, this lap I'm trying to go fast, and I'm really scared about fucking up that. Oh god, the bus stop down there. Hopefully this is a fast lap, because I feel fast. It's probably going to be awful. It's probably going to be the worst lap I've done so far. See, I about fucked it up right there. I tried to get back in the gas, and it was just like, nope, you're going to go off the track, bud. So here we go. Let's see what lap we got. I'm revving out in the draft. Gonna move out of the draft for a second. Oh my god, that's first fastest? Really? That's pretty surprising. Holy shit. See, like, in cases like that, you just don't expect it to get loose, and it does. And it puts a smile on your face, and then it's also like, well, what the fuck? You know, at the same time. It's a hardcore sim racer's dream to be able to slide these things around as much as you do, as much as you can, and then it can still, like, knock your fucking socks off. Like, this is a great mod. Especially in, like, rFactor 2 IndyCar sake, like, this is one of the better mods that have come out. It's better than, at least in my opinion, the ISI DW12, because you can just do whatever you want. Like, you have to, wow, I got through that really good. You have to, like, be gentle, but you also have to give this fucking thing the business at the same time. And most people would probably be like, oh, that's fucking annoying. But in my case, I love it. Wow, look at that. That's how much slower he's going in turn 1. That's why last time I was behind him, I was like, what the hell is he doing? Oh, shit. No, 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 no. I have to block his ass. I'm not letting him go. Shit. I mean, I just love it. I mean, this feels like an IndyCar to me. The DW12 does too, don't get me wrong. It just feels like you're able to move that thing around way too much. This thing, you're just like, you've got to wrestle it. You got to tell it what to do. Sit down and eat your vegetables. You know. Uh-oh. Yep. See, I tried to make it eat its vegetables, and it said, no! And anyway, I think that's a pretty good representation of what I was trying to get at for this mod, though. I really do enjoy it, and I really hope that you guys give it a download, because, I mean, it is a really good mod. Like, this thing is really entertaining, and it's really fun to drive. Give it a whack, guys. I think you'll have a good time.